It's
That's
over.
good. So 48 hours before the Titans are set to take on the Ravens, the question has always been raised this week about rivals, right? About people that we
Oh,
got
my.
geared up to play. So let me ask you that straight out the box, man. Who's somebody that you would consider one of the better Titans rivalries?
Well, first of all, it starts off with the AFC Central. When we first came into the league, Ben, and we were drafting the same draft, man, it starts with the Pittsburgh Steelers, AFC Central. They
Yeah.
were the king of the mountain, and in order to win the division, we built the team, and not say we, but Fisher and crew and staff, surrounding staff there with Floyd Reese, Holloway, and crew to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we know we had to be physical, had to be able to stop the run back then, and at least on defense to even have a shot in those games. So that's kind of how we were built. That was probably first and foremost, and I think it always will be there for me. And then naturally, with our success or non-success, if you want to give it that, against the Ravens in critical games. And that would be number two. And everybody else kind of falls in line. You can say the Jags, other teams in the AFC South. But to me, those are the top two for me. Just it always hurts to see the Ravens and then see we come up short in a critical moment with the best team I've ever played on, which the team is not the team that went to the Super Bowl, which was the next year's team was better. We were more confident. We knew we were good. We knew we were going to dominate every game, and we knew if we had a tough game, we had the right man behind the center there, behind that fabulous offensive line you were with, and McNair, that could get it done even if he wasn't playing well throughout the game. That in critical moments, he was going to rise to the occasion. So when you have that kind of mentality and you believe in that as teammates, as we felt like we were pretty invincible. So that loss to the Ravens there, that one hurts me more than even the actual Super Bowl loss, because I felt like that we were the two best teams in the entire league. Unfortunately, we were both in the AFC, and the Super Bowl was going to be an easy run. Whoever won that game, you knew it.
Yeah.
So that was, yeah. So I could say that. But physicality, the Steelers were first. We double shoulder padded up. We were probably already putting things on top of our helmets back then when it wasn't assigned to. Let's say that. So that was always tough. Good weeks, man. I used to get pumped up and excited about it. All I remember is Bill Cowher always calling me Cowboy.
Was that because of your bow legs or?
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that was over. And then when they scouted me coming out,
Yeah.
it's just close team. We just had good conversation throughout the time. So. Yeah, it was cool. What would you say is yours? Because yours may be different because you were in the trenches, naturally going against guys. I could go half of a game and not even touch anybody, where you touch somebody every game. So probably some physical battles you had, maybe be the Steelers, but I'm sure it was some other ones.
No, actually, it was the same as yours. I think it's because it was drilled into our head how physical those contests
No
are going to be,
doubt.
right? So we got geared up every single week to play those guys. Well, let's get RJ's thoughts about that. Hey, Joseph, is RJ in Phoenix?
Yes, he is.
Oh, wow.
okay,
Got somebody turned from Arizona. Let's get him on the line here. RJ, welcome into Blaine and Mickey. You're on with Brad Hopkins and Blaine Bishop. How you doing today?
What's going on, fellas? We got the fireman and the hitman, man. Come on, let's go.
Fireman.
I'm the fireman.
Oh,
huh?
I don't know. But maybe
I got a
he-
red on or something?
I don't know if he thought you were Aaron Kenny or something.
Oh, that's – I get that a lot.
Do you?
I get that a lot.
People
People
think
think,
you lost so much weight and you look so good.
well, I did have a big truck, RJ, but the F-650 that you're referring to was Aaron Kenny's big old truck. And Aaron was the one that had fireman parking only on his garage door.
Yeah.
And he meant that. Don't park in front of his driveway, because if Aaron got called out to a fire, which he was a volunteer fireman, of course you know that, RJ, he'd have to escape readily, right? So he didn't want anybody blocking his way. And that took place at home, too. So anyway, you want to know about the Titans' biggest rivalries? Go at it.
Listen, Blaine took the words right out of my mouth. I'm 42 years old, man, so I came up in the AFC Central, and the number one goal was to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
Like nothing else mattered. Beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. Shut down the bus. Now, my first Titans game that I attended was the 2000 AFC Championship game, man. And that's when Baltimore took over from Pittsburgh, because, man, I'm going to keep it real with you, man. Ray Lewis took over that game. He dominated, and I hated his name ever since that game. I could not stand Ray Lewis since that game. The AFC South, like, we rooted for the coach kind of because we loved Peyton Manning. The Jags was trash. I don't even think Houston was a thing yet. So the AFC South, I can't really say any of the teams in the South is a rival yet. I'm still smash Pittsburgh and then Baltimore. That's why I'm at with it.
Well, if I have to bring up really the Colts
Thanks, RJ.
too. I mean, I know AFC South team, but since they dominated us early on with Peyton Manning, once he became established as a quarterback in the league, we caught him early. At least I did. You played much longer than I did, and then and then Lux. Who was, you could say lucky, but he won every time he played the Titans, man. So it was like, dang, we can't beat the Colts. So I would put Colts number 3 for me.
Yeah,
the Colts, yeah.
Teague would have to agree with you. He tweeted in right now. He said Colts are our rival. Yeah. I would say that's probably the case
Peyton
now.
Manning and the UT connection, it was always going to be a big deal.
There's that.